Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today it's gonna be a special one. I have my brother here. I'm going to ask him some questions that I've wanted to ask him for a long time. Yeah, so do you have something to say before we start?
First of all, thank you for inviting me to your YouTube channel. It feels great to be interviewed or to be asked some question by my sister. She visited the home area for quite some time. And thank you. Yeah, so let's go.
Number one.
Yes.
What would you change, if anything, about our experience growing up?
I think whatever they say, like life is built of memories. There are good things, there are bad things down there, like where we grew up. We grew up in a place called Lakeview. And so what had changed, maybe it was the environment. The environment was somehow harsh, and maybe the conditions. So I'd say I'd change the environment of living. Yeah. If I had, but I could not change. I cannot change the environment. So yeah.
You change the environment to
to be a conducive environment to anybody, like maybe children. Sometimes you know, growing up in a ghetto like area, there's a lot going on there. You know, there's a lot of negativity. So like maybe if I believe like any child or should be subjected to an environment that is conducive for him or her to survive and grow up well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's something you wish you could have told me when we were kids, and why didn't you tell me then?
I think one thing I could, of which I could not have told you. I think there was a time we came from school for lunch, and we had some kales and ugali. Yeah? And the ugali were the kales were bitter, so I added some sugar to try and make it sweet only.
Like serious?
Yeah, I never knew like sugar and kales cannot blend, but anyway, we ended up taking ugali with strong tea, which maybe I just told you the kales were not good. Yeah.
When I was in Flamingo,
you are in nursery school. I was in class 2, or I think something of the sort. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How could I have been a better sibling to you when you were growing up?
To say the truth, maybe you are too last-bornish. You know, like everything you say, like no, the firstborn should do it and all that. But of which I had no problem, because having grown up, being shown the responsibility, I knew like I had to be up to the task. So I think if you could have at least helped in one or the other, it could. But being last-bornish, I think that was the small thing about it. Yeah.
What's your favorite childhood memory of us?
Being born and knowing that you have a sibling. First of all, it's a good memory, it's a good thing. Maybe I would have wished to have maybe other siblings, but now that we found ourselves two, at least for me, I say that was a good experience, not being raised up a single child. And the fact that I will protect you in any way from maybe friends, from maybe our enemies, or yeah, I think the memory was good, and being able to be there for you, having that sense of responsibility when it came to my younger sibling, I think that was a good memory, and acting as someone you'd look up to. Yeah.
Do you know my favorite, which is my favorite memory? Do you remember Kamau wa Kusema Moturi?
Yeah.
Remember that time tulimfungia ugali na gazeti kwa ni nyama? Yeah.
Crime, you see, hiyo ni crime, and I will not advocate for someone, but anyway, it was childhood memories and all that stuff. So yeah.
Okay. What is the worst fight we've ever had?
I think the worst fight was about house chores.
Really?
Yeah, of course, and where you are sometimes, I think, as I said earlier, it was all about you being the last bornish. So like you would prefer like light tasks, like maybe wiping the table but not cleaning the house, or maybe like cleaning your own cup but not the entire utensils. So I think when it came to chores, we had a fight, and maybe I could not show you because I was up to the task, but I feel by that time you were up to my nerves. Yeah. And I was not that quite happy with it.
And when was it? In high school, campus?
I think for most of your life you are not into chores at all.
And now?
Right now you are, having a kid, having your own home. It means like you have as well. You have to raise the bar, because you don't expect like everything to be done. I'm no longer there, like you have your home, I have my home. So yeah. I think people grow, people mature with time and age. Yeah.
Okay. What is my most annoying habit or quality?
Huh.
And be honest.
I'll be honest. My sister loves meat. I would buy 2 kgs and she eats 1.5 kg, and only half kg is left for me. But I'm saying like, oh, I'm the firstborn. I'm supposed not to complain about it. And yeah, I think your love for meat sometimes was like, what? Why is my sister? And she was not. By then, she was not that big. She was small. I was wondering like, where is this meat all? Where is it all going to? Yeah. So I think it was not annoying, but it was like, it was alarming or like, yeah. I don't know how to put it, but yeah.
So generally, my eating habit.
Your eating habit was quite, like you're wondering, she's small, she's eating more. But of which I've come to understand, like, small people, or maybe it is young, like when you are young, you have the adrenaline, like,
but I think it's because I was growing, like, that teenage stage where you just eat and eat and eat, because I think of the metabolism or something like that.
But you are doing less. Again, like, you are doing less. For me, I was doing more. I think I should have been the one eating more, like, it would have made sense. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think mom had a favorite kid? If so, who and why? Be honest, because I know.
I don't think mom had a favorite kid. What she had was like, maybe having been brought up as well. There was a time we were brought up in a rural area, Mashamba, by my grandmother and my grandfather. For them, they learned like they had to be equal. Mom was not supposed to buy us anything. It was just based on like every child there was to be bought something. So if mom wanted to buy us something, she would send the money to our grandfather. Then our grandfather divides amongst all of us. So I think that sense grew as well in her, even when we moved in with her. So like everything was done in equal measure. If it was shoes, buy 2 pair of shoes for each and every person. And I think that is my view. But when it came to chores, mom always favored you. Said, no, you are young, she's small, she cannot lift, she cannot do the gardening and all that stuff. So I think I was left to do with more chores than anything else. So when it came to chores, she favored you.
But I think mom really favored you so much. What's something that scares you now that you hope you do before you die?
I think I have, phobia for snakes, and I believe I should go to a snake park and have that phobia go away. Otherwise, the other things, I don't think I have phobia for heights. I overcame phobia for heights and all that stuff. Again, what I fear, like dying poor. So at all costs, like everything I do is just to avoid that, to avoid being in a position where you are in a tight situation in life. Yeah.